So I think it also highlights the importance of the consumer, both in the UK and in Europe, because it's really been the consumer that's been holding up the economies globally for some time. And so particularly looking at the UK, we're starting to see some cracks in the consumer outlook over the past few months. Retail sales orders starting to slide, for example. And so that would be one area that I think you can draw parallels to.
Hugh, I hear people trying to make a Brexit comparison with this story. And to be fair, you didn't say Brexit, you're talking about cracks in the consumer. But one is a lot of people trying to put the two together. There are 150,000 Brits on holiday with this company. That's an awful lot of people as well. And those ones who aren't there, the only reason they didn't go abroad, a lot of people, with other operators as well, is because the weather last year was so great in the UK as well. So I don't see consumer cracks and Brexit necessarily acting in cohesion for these kind of companies. These companies are down on the ropes because of their, I was going to say terrible business models, I shouldn't say that, because of their problems with actually how they've allocated cash and debt.
I take your point, and as we move later into the cycle, I think we will start to see some more of these stories evolve. That said, when you're looking at the macro data, I think the consumer is the real question mark today. So
I'm going to go with this again. Let's have a go at this one, because I see too many restaurants on the high street, including some of those awful restaurants that certain celebrity chefs put together, and the ones who whine and say, oh, it's Brexit. Actually, it's because, A, the offering's wrong and the wrong price, but that's another issue. And secondly, they're loaded up with this private equity model where they think whatever the business is, they can just slap as much debt on as possible, grow the franchise aggressively as well. Isn't the problem that too many of these companies facing the consumer have got way too much debt, rather than anything about Brexit or changing consumer habits?
So I think we're treading a fairly narrow line here because the economy, both in the UK and in Europe, is sort of holding on okay. And really, you only need a marginal tweak around the edges for any of these companies that are highly levered, as you say, to start to feel some weakness. So there are a number of factors at play.
And yet that shouldn't be the case with world record interest rates. And we've got the BIS today going, negative interest rates has become vaguely commonplace, and that's worrying as well. How can so many companies be treading such a fine line when rates are so favourable to them?
So rates are helping from one side of the story because they're offering that free credit, but at the same time you can question whether central banks are really doing enough to stimulate demand. And so, you know, from one side there's a positive, but if people aren't demanding the products that these companies are offering, then you can offer them all the free credit that they want, but it's not going to help their business model.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.